We are Kiwi Brick Exchange, a Bricklink seller located in Wellington, New Zealand. We resell on Bricklink and BrickOwl, and these videos will provide you a behind-the-scenes look into our systems and processes. Hello and welcome in. It is a Saturday afternoon. The weather is horrendous outside, and we're getting some sorting done. This is about a 20-litre container of windows, openings, all sorts of things that I have just sorted into close to item type. A few things in item type like these parts here. But then we've also got a couple of mixed categories just because it's so hard to get it down to a simple amount. And this is our store currently. For those tuning in for the first time, we are a legal reseller based in Wellington, New Zealand. And this is the space that we have. It's a little bit smaller than it looks on camera, I promise you. Go all the way up to here. We've got mainly used Lego on this side, new on this side. All of this is used. And then also behind the door here, and all sorts of organisers, as well as the corner. We're sitting at around about 135,000 parts currently in the store, and I'd say close to a couple of hundred minifigures. We don't stock sets or anything like that, just for space. This is the state of the store. And going up tomorrow, something I'm really looking forward to, we managed to get a full tour around Noah's store, the Brick Shed over in Australia. Really cool video. We had lots of fun with it. Really excited for how that goes. And by the time you're watching this video, it will already be up. So go and check it out if you haven't already. A few little things on desks, receipts, lovely letters from my daughter, minifigures, of which there are a couple more that we need to get in the store, and our sorting cups, and just some parts that I pulled out. When I get sick of listing sort of bulk parts, something interesting for us to do. We've got our lovely display just behind, which is, to be honest, just taking up lots of space. But this is us. So my plan this week is to get through as much of this bulk as we can get into the store. We've got a bit of a space in our oversized bins, which are in here, and probably space to put a couple more. So some of these larger parts, what our aim is to get in. Trying to get in also about 1,000 parts every couple of days is sort of the rate we're going. I do this completely part-time. I have a full-time job, so time is a bit poor. And we've pulled out a whole bunch of our bulk bins from the shed. There's a few things in here, you know, stuff that just little parts that we pulled out. And we've got boxes in here of all sorts of things. Some incomplete sets that we picked up in a purchase, you know, some football sets. I don't think many of these are even close to being finished, which is why they've kind of sat in here. And we might just end up splitting it into bulk. But this was from a purchase probably about 6 months ago that we're still working through. Felt like buying another store. And then we've got a full tub of bulk. That one's empty. Another tub of bulk. And I think there's some sort of older base plates and things in here. If I can get the lid off for you. Yeah, but there's a few damaged and things. And I think some of our 3D prints that have hidden there. So that needs to go back in the shed. Try to get a bit of it out because we actually are making a good dent in some of our bulk, which is sorted here. And basically what I do is take a big bulk lot like you saw around the corner. And there, we split into item type, and we've currently got a sorter, Danny, and a couple others who are helping us with that. So big shout out to Danny, who's currently got a 20 kilogram tub. He's going to be working through that. And then we get it back in categories, and this is one category here sorted into the item type. And from here, basically what I'll do is start grabbing a couple of these. Probably we'll go 1, 2, 3. Take it over the desk over here. And then I'm sorting into colour, which for a tub like this is pretty easy because there's only 3. And what we do is we reverse colour. So I will start with the R for reddish brown, then stack the dark bluish grey on top and black, and then that sits off to the side. So then when I'm pulling it over and I use my inventory system, which is called Brick Store, I can just sort of go in order of the colours that are there, which is really useful and lots of fun. So there's a few of these I think that are slightly different, some with sort of the handle, some without, so we'll have to split those off as well. But that's how we do used. We are a mainly used store. So that's the plan. Not much else happening this week. You'll see that I've also cleared the schedule because once we've done this, sort of up in the air. So I might just share through a few thoughts of actually selling Lego and some of the things that we've learnt along the way, and maybe some tips to avoid as well. But we will get back to some sorting and catch up with you later in the week. And it is a Monday afternoon, and the wins are coming in this week. We have just picked up this entire collection. Goes all the way back over here. All of this from Marketplace. It was listed for $500, and we got in quick enough. Had a friend, actually, that I work with reach out, let me know about it. And there is some absolute gold in here. Like, genuinely amazing find. I haven't weighed it yet. I'm going to start doing that now. We think it's around about 50 to 60 kilograms worth. So for $500, that is amazing. Everything's already split off into its item type. Like, this is just minifigure parts galore. We've got Simpsons. We've got Star Wars. You know, like, good condition Dark Troopers. There is some stuff in here, I can tell you, people. So probably about 2 kilograms of figure parts. Then we've got all these train tracks. Like this piece here. That alone is $6. And you've got all of that, you know, a big giant tub, and then everything's basically split into part type bricks. So, you know, the amount of time that it's actually saving us by it already being in part type, let alone that, you know, the amount of it. And also all the systemic containers and things, they're all brand new. I honestly cannot believe it. This is probably one of the best finds we've got so far. I'm trying to figure out what to actually do with it. I'll probably start doing maybe this. I mean, even like classic Harry Potter, like Alice in Wonderland. There's so much in there. So, yeah, I think we'll go figure parts first, then maybe train set. I mean, that seems to be on top. And then there's even like bulk parts down here. That'd be interesting to have a look at as well. And then I did see down the bottom there's a big tub of animals and things like that. So that's probably our priority. And then we'll maybe try and split this into item type. The only drawback is I do see a bit of sun damage. But, I mean, you know, that's to be expected with a collection like this. Really nice guy when I came and picked it up. And we've also got the instructions. So it'd be cool to have a quick look through that and see what we've got. Massive win. That's going to keep us busy because we hadn't quite got through all of that. I put about $180 in the store last night. But that is going to be taking priority now. We'll catch up with you when we find anything interesting. And here we go with just the minifigure parts. We have 12 containers full of minifigure parts. The total weight for this is about 2.3 kilograms, which is outrageous. And the really nice thing as well that I'm seeing is we've got lots of figures that are either partially complete or fully complete. And that's going to make it really easy for us to go and identifying it. Not too many fakes, you know, there's a couple of sort of the countdown or sort of, you know, other things in there, which you kind of expect for a kid's kind of a collection, which this is. But man, there is some fun. I want to check out that cape very shortly. That's my next step. But there's some really, really nice finds in here. So we're going to go through, sort through all of that first. Oh, honestly, you could spend days on it. It's lovely. Lovely, 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 people. What a great, great find. And then we've got also this as well, which I think I showed just before. Train tracks and everything. It's just so many. Like that could even just go in a big bulk tub and be shipped off somewhere. But we will list everything. Our aim is to get the things, and these ones will go into obviously sorting categories, so we can then part it out. There isn't as much sort. It's mainly just by colour, which is not really how we sort things, but, you know. Can't complain, people. We can't complain when we have an amazing find like this. It's a pretty late night here out in the kitchen, and I've got to be a little bit quiet as the rest of the family are asleep, but I've just spent the last couple of hours, it seems, sorting through all of these figures. Still got one tray to go. Basically what we're doing is we're splitting into city parts and sort of generic parts at the top that'll go straight to our supplier. These are all, you know, collectible series minifigs, some amazing stuff in there. Honestly, that tub alone could be worth a very large amount. And going through sort of more printed and interesting torsos and things there. What we'll try to do is probably make up some of these figures, particularly because we've got 3 lots of figures here, and just sitting on top, that one there, Gentleman Ghost, is $93 alone. I'm just absolutely blown away by what we've found, and the fact that of all of these figures and everything out there, that tub are parts that have some type of issue. Maybe they're like missing a hand. There's maybe a couple of cracks, and we have, you know, checked both of these lots. And that is the only amount of fake in those 12 cups. That's just brilliant. You know, in accessories as well, we found a $6 cape just before. So absolute gold. I'm going to probably need to go to bed because I'm getting far too excited and I need to go to sleep. But this is an amazing find once again. See you tomorrow. And it is Tuesday afternoon and it's time to get these listed. We've got a bunch of made up figures, sort of around about 40 or 50 here. We've got probably another 50 more, maybe even more, in incomplete. They sort of look like they go together, maybe just missing 1 or 2 parts. And then we've got another 4 tubs of parts to obviously go through and combine them. 2 absolute winners to start. That was the Gentleman Ghost that we mentioned, and then this collectible series minifigure. That's $45 listing price. So just between those two, we're a third of the way back, and there's a lot to list. So we're going to get those listed. The wee one is trying to grab a few parts, but there is so much in here. I think you're allowed one, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll get to some listing and catch up with you in a bit. All right, we're back after a bit more sorting, and this is the first upload going up. We have 56 items in total, 38 different lots, a couple of minifigure parts for the Flying Warrior from Series 15. Unfortunately, I don't know where the heads are. I've had a look through these ones and through all of these and can't find any, but these are all just the loose minifigure heads. That does not count any partially built up figure. And then we've got all the torsos that are loose down here. So we're going to try and piece things together a little bit, mainly going for sort of this side of the plate. Really good system to set up. I've seen somebody use before, just basically bricks with a space in between. It allows you to sort of set things out, and we've kind of just got male heads, female, and then obviously mixed coloured. But this upload here, 56 parts. You see all the other stuff that's got to go. $450 upload. Oh, this is just lovely. Finding capes and well, and just the amazing thing about this as well is the condition. Like this Gentleman Ghost, not that we ever do, but it could be new. Like this genuinely is that good condition. So it's going to help with a little bit of our pricing. But you know, some of these figures are a bit older, particularly the collectible series, and there's just some amazing finds here. Finally found an actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle as well. Everyone I seem to come across of those seem to be fake, so that was nice. We've got Simpsons, we've got Disney series, we've got some Star Wars as well. They just keep coming. We're going to be here for a while, people, but that is a great upload. Welcome into Wednesday morning, more sorting, and unfortunately I'm a bit under the weather this morning, but definitely working hard on trying to get these into the store. Some really nice finds as well. We've got 2 Frightening Nights up there. They actually aren't on this brick store file, and this one here is going up at about $288. We'll double check pricing, but some really nice. Got 2 Rogue, they're $30 each from one of the collectible series. A couple of parts missing from this sort of top row, so that isn't actually part of the file. The sorting continues. I don't even feel like we've made a dent. So far, we have uploaded close to $1,000. We've found $300 of bulk parts, and we're still going. So many torsos. We're getting there, which is really nice. So lots more sorting this morning. See how much I can get done. Then we'll get this one uploaded and priced and into the store. Minifigures, and more minifigures. We have been absolutely smashing out the uploads. Most of these, if not all of them, are from this bulk lot. We've still got this to go. We've just put another $250 into the store, which brings us to around about $1,500 so far. And I reckon there's still about maybe 70 figs. All of these here are missing sort of just one little part, you know, little nurse caps and things like that. So what we might do is make a big bulk lot and make a wanted list on Bricklink, see if we can purchase the parts, particularly things like the Frightening Night here. This is a $30 to $35 figure, just needs the dark green plume. You know, we've got some parts missing. The Queen here, I think it's a $25 figure. More stuff, hopefully in the bulk lot as we sort it. But this is just blowing my mind. But we're smashing it out of the park. It is going fantastic. I'm going to take a break now. We'll get back to some sorting later on. And underneath this as well, we have a bunch of instructions, including pirate sets, that we also need to have a look through. Back in the room now, and we've changed scenery a little bit, just trying to get a better setup now that we're down to a couple of trays of minifigure parts, although it still feels like we've got a lot to go, and getting some things. Lots of Series 17 and other collectible figures coming in. This one was a nice find, one of the city figures, the Mountain Police with a beer chest. $12.50, so not bad for a city minifigure at all, as normally we just sort of part those out. And a bit of a shout out. Anyone love some travel vlogs and things like that? I've been watching Max Roving, German cyclist going all over the world. Very cool. A little bit of a detour from our usual Bricklink store watches. Quite a nice relaxing watch while we're getting all this parted out. And then there's still that pile over there. But I thought I'd take you over and have a look at actually what is sort of in the tubs and things just briefly. I'm kind of halfway through our sort of all the openings and things. And we've got the minifigure parts going out to our supplier there. And this is what we've got in the boxes. So it's already been pre-sorted, but I mean, I guess the pre-sort is slightly in category. This seems to be a little bit of mixed of non-Lego, which is nice. I guess it's all there, although that birthday cake is definitely something. We've got some parts in here, animals and things. A bunch of accessories that I'd like to get through. There are a couple of fake ones on top, but we managed to find an epaulette for a pirate figure in there. That brought that figure up to $20. Bunch of printed tiles. This is going to help us increase lot count and things like that, which I've been trying to do. And then there's just so much. But everything is sorted by colour and kind of size type, I guess. As I said before, there's a little bit of sun damage on there. And then there's a big bulk tub down the bottom that I haven't even touched yet, which who knows what is in there. But there are a few parts missing from some of the figures. So I'm hoping that in the tub down there are some parts that will help replace it. The nice thing is I was looking for a little top piece for the Frightening Night Before and just went straight into the green here, and it was sitting right at the bottom. Still looking for one more, which would save us having to buy it from Bricklink. There are a few sort of non-Lego bits here. I don't see it. If you see it, by the time I've probably posted this, it's probably going to be a bit too late, but we'll keep looking. Again, that makes that figure $35 rather than an incomplete figure. So those are the kind of things you want to get done. Besides that, small minifigures. There's just so many, and it's been a really cool time. And thanks if you are watching this. This is not that normal for us to get a haul like this. You know, we do get some great hauls, but this has just absolutely been by far the best haul I've ever got. I haven't weighed it fully, but it's around about 50 kilograms minimum. So we might get to weighing that tomorrow and give you a bit of an update. And so far, $1,650 into the store. And there's so much to go. So let me know in the comments below, what kind of hauls have you been getting lately? Have they been hitting like this? Or has it been a bit dry for you? And let me know kind of the things that you've been finding, or any tips out there that you have for anyone. I'll post a link in the comments below. And at the end of the video, if you stick around, I'll give you a couple of tips that I reckon is a good way of getting hauls just like this. Welcome into night 4 of sorting through the minifigure parts, and just came across this one here. Didn't think much of it initially, thought, oh, okay, maybe just a city or town part. But all of a sudden, out pops $10. So I had a quick look, and you can click through these in Brickstore. It's a Classic Police Officer Series 18. It was like $22. Great, it's a really nice one as well. Thought, okay, what's the entire one? $32. I thought, well, what's this tile? So I jumped into here, double-clicked. We've got an $11 tile. So guess who just went through and sorted some of the tile parts. So we grabbed it a couple more. A few different Arkham Asylum ones, potentially. We'll see what's in there to start with at least. But that 1x2 tile there is $11. This one, which we just need a classic head, I believe. Let's have a little check. Yep, just a classic head. The torso is the main part. And this, which is only 20 cents. I mean, I don't really know why this is even the price it is. But hey, that's what we wanted. So we just need plain legs, which we've got. The torso, obviously, the main one there. And here it is. So we'll get some a classic head, some legs, put it all together. $22 figure, $11 tile. Great find once again. We've still got more to sort. Well, it has been some week in the store. The amount of items that we've managed to get into the store is absolutely brilliant. There was so much value this week, and we've only just scratched the surface of this haul. But this is by far and quite easily the best haul that we have ever got, and the value of it is just amazing. The other thing as well is the quality and the condition of everything. Some of it does look brand new. Obviously, we're not listing it brand new, but it is looking pretty good. So we're getting to a lot of tiles, a lot of minifigure parts, and then there is still behind the camera about another 50 kilograms of bulk to sort through, to get into our categories, to do everything with it. So really exciting time here in the store, and it's been a fantastic week. We've managed in total so far to upload $1,936.05 just this week into the store, which, might not sound a lot for those of us who are, close to full time, but as I said, this is a part-time gig. I've got a full-time job, so to be able to get that much into the store nice and quickly this week has been amazing. We've also managed to already sell on $350 of the total haul, which gives us a grand total over there of how much we've got into the store so far. So really, really exciting week. Amazing finds. And I did say I'll let you know a few little tips for those of you who have stuck around to the end of the video. So here's tip number 1. Lego haul tip number 1. When looking at the haul, if the containers are new and in good condition, and they smell in good condition, you've got a good haul. The one thing you want to avoid when buying a Lego haul is something like that, smelling like it's come out of a toilet, because we have found ones that have basically just been absolutely disgusting. So if you can see and inspect it in person, get down nice and close and give that a whiff. If it smells good and if it looks good on that top surface and the containers are in good condition, it's really good. On to tip number 2. Whenever I go around to somebody's house and I'm inspecting the Lego, obviously that's tip number 1, I'm looking to see how it has been organized and taken care of. If I can see that there's an organizer like this in their house, that person has taken the care and time to do it. If it's just a bulk tub, it doesn't mean I'm not going to buy it, but it does mean it changes my value of it. If it's sorted and organized or been part of a collection, it's been taken care of generally, it's been looked after, and you're going to save yourself a lot of hassle later down the track when buying a bulk haul. Tip number 3, this is possibly one of the most important boxes or things to look for, is there a box of instructions? And what condition are the instructions in? Have they all got things ripped off them? Or is a 10-year-old pirate set looking in pretty good condition? Has it been stored nicely? Because condition is the one thing that can make your Lego deal amazing or your Lego haul horrible. And if you can make sure that condition of instructions are looking good, that's fantastic. Don't underestimate it though, because there could be parts in there and no instructions at all, or things that don't relate to the sets. And the haul we've just got, especially those minifigures over there, are not actually in these sets. These are all collectible minifigures. So that's one thing I'm looking for. On to the final tip. And the final tip is when you're browsing on a website, which is mainly where we're looking to find our hauls, it's about knowing what to put in. And so one thing I love putting into this in here is a bulk Lego. And when we're looking at this bulk Lego, straight away, I can look at those 8 and I can tell you which one is the best one. The best one is not this one, because it says huge Lego and alike. Anytime you see any mention of possible non-Lego or anything like that, get rid of it. See this one here, sorted into color? That's what we're looking for. If we can get that in an appropriate price, kilogram rate, looking okay, inspecting it, that's what we're after. And don't underestimate the value of this tub. The more minifigures you can get in a haul, the greater your value is going to be. Good luck out there for Lego hauls. But that finishes the video this week. Make sure you check out this one if you haven't already.